Go. Well, hello and welcome to another DevNation Live Tech Talk. We're coming to you from all over the planet like we always do. In my case, I'm still here in Raleigh, North Carolina, right? But we also have Edson Yanaga, who's going to be a co-host with us today. He's going to be hanging out. Say hi, Edson.
Hello, folks. It's good to see you here. And yes, now we have two hosts. It's hard to tell us apart, but I don't have a goatee. Yes.
Yeah, I got to get more facial hair. But you're wearing glasses again.
Exactly. Just to confuse people. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going live right now, and this is a live event. We're going to probably break some things, have some fun, break the internet. But we have a very special guest today. His name is Abhishek, and he's going to tell us more about himself. I want you to introduce yourself so that people know kind of what your background is and what you do at Red Hat before we dive into the technical content.
R&D team at Red Hat. So my work is mainly focused.
Uh-oh, video frozen. We're having fun with the network today.
Keycloak.
Yeah, we're not getting the
Hello, am I audible?
Network is breaking up a little bit.
Okay. Is it fine?
Okay, we'll keep trying. Maybe no video. We'll try the audio. Are you back?
Yes.
All right, fantastic. So the question was, tell us what you do here at Red Hat. Let's see if we can try that one more time. Well, we can't hear you now. This is like that Verizon commercial. Can you hear me now?
He dropped. He's joining us back again.
Okay. And just so you folks know what craziness we do to just try to make this show work, right? Basically, we have all the different parties coming into what's called a Blue Jeans session, which is kind of like Zoom we have here at Red Hat. So we're in Blue Jeans. And that Blue Jeans actually sits up in the cloud, right? So there's a Mac Mini in the cloud with Blue Jeans running, and OBS, which is our live streaming technology, that basically grabs the signal from Blue Jeans and then rebroadcasts it out to YouTube Live, and that goes out to the YouTube Live console. And then in my case, Edson and I both have OBS locally to give us the green screen effect, right? So the green screen effect is also done by OBS using a virtual camera. So like I can go to COVID-19 lockdown as an example. So it is fun technology, and sometimes it doesn't really want to work if the network is, in fact, a little fickle. So we'll try to get that sorted out as we can right now. Abhishek, did you make it back? Looking here.
I can see that he's connected, but he's on mute. Let's see if he can talk to us.
All right. Let's hear your audio. Let's see if you can get through now. No audio?
Yes. Hi, can you hear me?
There we go. Let's try the audio now. How do you sound?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear us?
Great. Yes, I can hear.
Okay. Tell us about yourself.
So I work with a team in R&D section in Red Hat where we focus on contributing to the operator world, mostly middleware operators. So I've been working with various middleware teams who are writing their operator for the OpenShift and the Kubernetes.
Okay. So middleware technology, things in the Java ecosystem like Keycloak, as well as OpenShift and Kubernetes. So you're one of the few people that have the dual skill set of Java-based middleware and OpenShift Kubernetes.
Yes.
All right. Well, fantastic. Well, go ahead and screen share. Let's see if that comes through the internet connection. And let's go ahead and try to run your presentation and your demonstration.
Is it coming through?
It's still working, still coming, and there we go.
Should I go ahead?
Yes.
Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Abhishek Koserwal. So today we are going to see how we can secure our Vue.js application using Keycloak. Let's move to the agenda. So in today's agenda, we will see a bit about Keycloak, core concepts, integration pattern, integration with Vue app, end-to-end flow, token refresh and token validation, and following with the demo. So let's understand what and why of Keycloak. So what is Keycloak? Keycloak is an open source identity solution for your modern application as well as for a legacy application. And why we should use.
Oh, we lost you for a second.
So, hello.
Hello
Is
there.
it breaking?
Yes. Just repeat the last 30 seconds.
Sure. So Keycloak is an open source identity solution for application and services. So it can be used for modern services as well as legacy services. And why you should use Keycloak? One is it's a reliable solution. So as said, Red Hat is built on Red Hat products. So if you try to access any of the Red Hat application, you will see Keycloak is being used to secure those applications. Second is it's built by strong community and you can do a lot of customization according to your need. Third is very important point, portability. So if you try to build a solution that is tied up with a cloud provider, then when you try to switch between cloud providers, then it will be a challenge. With Keycloak, you can easily migrate your application, or you can also follow open hybrid cloud strategy model. So a quick recap between the OAuth2 protocol and OpenID Connect. So OAuth2 is basically not an a superset of it, which provides you all three. A simple principle of delegation, so you don't have to handle the authentication authorization by yourself. C protocol works on, you can see the kid is delegating his responsibility, and you can just be happy child and you can just give the headache to Keycloak of maintaining all those protocols and security layers. Now we can understand the core concept of Keycloak. So in this diagram, you will see what comes with the entire Keycloak. So if you open the Keycloak UI, you will see a dashboard, and that dashboard provides you all of these features. So the important feature is this realm. It comes with a master realm for administrative purpose, and it is recommended that you should realms to maintain your application side and keep master realm for administrative purpose. So realms give you a kind of namespace which allow you to maintain your configuration, whether it's a client configuration, roles, users, or any kind of different configuration that you want to manage. And it supports identity providers like OpenID Connect, SAML, and you can do social logins like GitHub, Twitter, and you can also allow your users to use LDAP or Kerberos, so they can also get authenticated through LDAP or Kerberos users. And you can do a lot of customization in terms of themes or
Okay. Lost you for a moment.
so you simply need to create a realm, or you can use the existing one. You just need to create a client. So client configuration is equal to your application. So if you want to have your application integrated with Keycloak, you need to create a client. And when you create a client in Keycloak, you basically need.
I think we lost the screen share.
Sorry.
Yeah, we lost the screen share. Your network dropped, and your voice went out, and your screen share dropped. Make sure you have all other network consumers turned off, like Gmail and Slack and Safari and Chrome.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Is it coming through now?
No screen share yet. It might still be coming.
Yeah, try to share your screen again. I think it dropped.
We have the slides. We might start doing the presentation ourselves. Edson will make something up.
We can be creative, yeah.
Yes. All right, let's see if we can hear you now. We see you, but we don't hear you. Ah, there we go.
Can you hear me?
Now we can hear you.
Okay. So should I repeat the core concept part or should I move ahead with the app integration?
Here we go. Start here.
Sure. So for any kind of integration with Keycloak, you basically needs to create a client in your realm. So it can be in external or internal. So you can have two realms, one for your external apps, one for your internal apps. Then you create a client with any name that you want. And so any client configuration require two things. One is the protocol you want to use, that can be OpenID or SAML, and the resource you want to protect. Now for integration of the application, you need a Keycloak adapter that goes by the architecture or the language that you want to use. So you just need a Keycloak adapter. You provide the client configuration details to the adapter, and then you can do the interaction, and that's how you integrate any of the application. So we will see in more detail about how the Vue.js application is integrated. So in the Keycloak instance, I have created a DevNation realm, and in that DevNation realm, I have created a Vue.js app client. So, and in my Vue.js application, I just need to install the Keycloak adapter, which I can install from the npm registry. So when a user wants to interact with, so your application will create a redirection to the Keycloak login page. And once you authenticated and provided your credentials, you get to access the Vue.js application. And this is how you can integrate your Vue.js application, and this would be the standard flow. Later on, your Keycloak adapter will be interacting with your Keycloak instance for exchanging the token. So to understand the end-to-end flow, and this is how the actual application
Lost your audio again.
Using the Quarkus. So same principle I do. I created a Quarkus backend client, and I am using the key.
We lost your audio and we lost
your
Yeah.
Yeah, what I'm going to propose that we should be doing the slides, and Abhishek can do the talking, so we can save some bandwidth.
Okay. I can share them. And then I also shared them on the chat, by the way. And there is a question, though, that we might as well throw in there right now. So a question about if you have one realm, can you have multiple client applications within that realm?
Yes. So you can have as many applications you want in that realm. And this is how you divide. Let's say you want a realm for external customers. So you create a realm, and then you can list all your application that you want to secure for your external side, and same way you can do the separation for internal. So you can have as many as client you want.
All right, I brought up your slide. You just tell me next slide, and I'll keep advancing them.
Sure. So in this, basically your Vue.js application needs to access the user data from the Quarkus backend. So you just need to send a request with a authorization header and putting your JW token that you receive from the Keycloak instance, and that's how you and do a kind of request response mechanism to get the data. And this is a end-to-end architecture that you can deploy over Kubernetes, OpenShift. This will be a stateless secured architecture. So you can have multiple backends. You want to use Node.js or Go-based application. You can do the same. Next slide, slide, please.
All right.
Now we can understand how the token.
Man, the network gods are not happy with us today. Lost your audio again? And he has such pretty slides.
Yeah, definitely. We could learn a bit.
It could be fun. You've seen those presentations where you give people a slide deck and they have to make up a story on the fly with whatever you show them. Mm-hmm. Maybe that
would be easy. We should be trying. Yeah.
Abhishek, you there? Oh, nope. He says he lost it again. But at least you're not having rolling power outages in your city. That happens too in the summertime.
Yeah, but I guess like internet and Wi-Fi, yeah, things are going wild these past days because even myself, like, have a pretty stable connection, but like 2 weeks ago I was offline, and today I'm having Wi-Fi issues too.
Yep. In my case, I had to reboot everything yesterday because my network all went freaky. Started dropping packets. Now, David has a question here about if you use GitHub, a GitHub example. So I'm not sure what you mean by GitHub example. Do you mean GitHub as the identity provider, using GitHub identity provider to basically interact with Keycloak?
Maybe David was asking if we have a GitHub repo with an example of this particular presentation. I think that's the context of the question.
Okay. That's a different question completely. Yeah. But for instance, in our operators course for operators and systems admins, we actually show you GitHub-based SSO, right? In other words, that's the identity provider.
Yeah, I can see here, while Abhishek doesn't come, Edward saying, well, your microphone sounds much better today, bro.
All new microphone today. It's down here, just below the frame. There we go. You can see it a little bit. Different microphone today.
Okay. Something has to work today.
Yeah. And so GitHub, Keycloak, I've not seen any GitHub repos yet. We'll may get to them in the slide deck. If we find them, we'll definitely shoot them to you. I added a slide deck link to the chat, though, so hopefully you guys get a chance to look through the slides yourself. Abhishek was clever enough to basically make the slide deck under his Gmail account. That's the trick. A lot of Red Hatters don't know that. If you make the slide deck under your Gmail account, then it's shareable with the world. If you make it under your Red Hat account, then it's only shareable with Red Hat. Abhishek, you back? Are you on mute? It is funny, too. When we were testing, it worked out pretty well. But as soon as you go live, the network drops. I suspect someone in his household's probably streaming Netflix right now. That's often one of the big gotchas. Or playing video games. What do kids play these days? World of Warcraft, Call of Duty? That's how old I am. I don't know. What's the modern game? What's the modern World of Warcraft or the modern Call of Duty?
Okay, my kids, they play LOL and LOL and Fortnite.
Fortnite. Forgot about Fortnite. Yeah. Call of Duty was the game, but that was 10 years ago, so I have no idea what the online kids do these days. Abhishek, are you back? Let's hear you. No. We cannot hear you. He says he's back. He's going to have to chat the entire conversation with the audience. No, that's not going to really work. But you could if you had to. Igor, thank you so much. Warzone, that is the game of the day from Juan. He says Warzone is the game the kids are playing these days.
Never heard of it. Maybe we should try.
Okay. No, we cannot hear you. So my guess is we're not going to be able to get through this presentation today. We'll have to try to reschedule this Vue.js and Keycloak presentation at a future date, and then we'll go move Abhishek to a place with good internet connectivity. The local library, maybe. The local airport. How about that? But we are definitely not able to get your bits coming out where you're at into our Mac. Now, that's another strategy, though, we might apply is to move the Mac to a different part of the world. That probably would help. Like, where do you think the Mac is right now? Is it in the U.S.?
It is in the US, but yeah, for the next setup that we're trying this week, maybe we can move the virtual machine to multiple parts.
Yeah, because I think that probably would help. I'm doing a demo later today where I have one set up in Australia, one in Ireland, and one set up in the North America. The latency is notable. Okay, so yeah, well, I think oh, now we hear you.
Yep.
You think you think it'll stay up?
I'm not sure it's going on and off today.
Yeah. Well, we'll just try for a few more seconds, and if we can't get it working, we'll have to reschedule.
Sure. So I think we can continue. So in the Keycloak, for every rel, you get to get some endpoints like the two I have listed. There are many REST endpoints that you get. So two are more important for us. One is this cert endpoint and another one is this token endpoint. So your Vue.js application or your adapter will be interacting with this token endpoint for getting the token. So we have two tokens. One is refresh token and another one is access token. So in case of refresh token, this token is basically used to getting your access token, and it's keep kind of loop.
All right.
Which will, hello?
Okay.
Yeah. So the refresh token will be used to get your access token from the Keycloak endpoint. So once you send your key access token to your Quarkus backend, two things happen. One is the adapter that you are using will fetch this JSON web key set from the backend, which is like a public key that is specific to a rel. And this is standard way that you validate a JWT token. So once you get that token from the front end, you check three things. One is your header, whether it's using any algorithm or not. If it's blank, then reject that token at the moment. Second is checking the claim. So in the claim, you can verify the details that comes as a payload. So here I'm checking the client ID. And the third thing is verify the signature. So using this public key, you are going to verify this signature. And this is important that you shouldn't expose this endpoint to the external side. This only accessed by these clients. Please go to the next slide.
All right. It says demo.
Yeah. So I think I can try resharing my screen if it works.
We can try that. I do have the video up, but go ahead and try the screen share.
All right. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm using Keycloak version.
No, can't hear you. And your screen share dropped. Yep, I don't think the screen share is going to work for you. Your network's not strong enough.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I could try to run the video, or better yet, or we could reschedule this for a better day when we can get you into a place with a better network connection. That would probably be the best thing, right?
Sure.
Just record it wholly on your own, and then send us the MP4 file. We can upload it to the YouTube. That might be another option.
Sure.
Oh, and Edson, you found a GitHub repo with the sample code? That's good.
Oh, I just copy pasted from the slides, so that's the same URL.
Okay. So Abhishek, I think we can't get through this today. The network is in and out way too often, and it won't let you screen share, and it also doesn't let your voice through, but every so often.
Right.
Okay. So let's call it quits. I thank you for your time, and actually the presentation, you designed the slides beautifully. I've seen your demo. It's well done. So unfortunately, we just couldn't get the stream going, and therefore the recording. Someone did ask about the recording, but the recording is a result of the stream. They're one and the same, right? The stream becomes the recording. So if the stream's not clean, the recording is not much cleaner. Oddly enough, the recording does get a little cleaner. YouTube tries to be a little smarter about that, but it's not going to be clean in this case either. Okay? So we can try to reschedule and try to do another stream and another recording at some point in the future. But do you guys for here on the channel, one, you guys are real troopers sticking with us all this time, but do watch our upcoming schedule. We got many more streams coming your way. We got several things happening next week or the month of August. You will notice, though, that we are slowing the schedule down just a tad because sometimes we offered 13 streams a week. We're doing a little fewer of those now. I'm adding the schedule, by the way, to the chat. But we also are launching a brand new thing in mid to late August. Just be on our email list. You'll see it come out the door. It's kind of a new talk show idea. That you'll see. So Sebastian on our team, Sebi, is going to be working on some fun stuff there. We have some guest interview, and we have some presentations to show you and some fun games to play. And then we also have a whole day-long event that we're working on right now. So there will be a big event that we'll be announcing and showing up in September. So lots of good stuff coming on the DevNation channel. I appreciate that you guys stuck with us. I apologize for today's technical difficulties, but hopefully we'll have some fun with the next session coming up next Thursday. Look for us on Thursdays every Friday. As a matter of fact, you'll also see us on the Twitch channel. We're going to try to make that work as of next Thursday also, the OpenShift Twitch network. Abhishek, thank you so much. Let's see, can we hear your voice one more time?
Yeah, sorry about the network connection.
All right. Well, no worries. We'll try to make it work. We've had out of India, we've actually had a lot of network connectivity issues. So we know that there are some bouncing those bits around the globe can be challenging at times. All right, Edson, you still there?
I am here.
All right, thank you for hanging out with me. Next week, Edson may or may not be with us because he's starting to take a little vacation time for the summer. But we're going to have Edson hanging out with us more often in this Thursday session. And then you're going to see more of us also on the Tuesday session once we give birth to that. And so thank you guys for your time today. You guys have my email address. If you need me, feel free to email me at burr@redhat.com. You guys get the emails, and you can just hit reply on the emails and give us ideas. I did take some ideas from Castillo here, so advanced topics on Keycloak, things like authorization services, complex policy permissions. I made note of that. We definitely have some Keycloak folks who can come talk to us more about those advanced settings. All right. Well, thank you so much. You guys have a great day, and we'll sign off for now.